What is going on? Are you serious? Dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't even know if I should keep streaming, because I don't even know what's going on. I literally just this is ridiculous. I haven't streamed in a week, and then I go to stream again, and it's like that's when I start having internet problems. Okay? That doesn't make any fucking sense, but okay. I wonder if I shut off the other PC and try it. You know, I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. I'm just gonna put it on sleep here. See if it. I don't know. Like pinged everybody in my Discord like at least like 50 times, so if it does it one more time, I guess I'll just not stream or something. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Kind of just getting on. Did it again. What is going on? What the fuck? I mean, I haven't had internet issues all week, and then what? Like, seriously? Some asshat driving a fucking power line again or something? Okay. Anyways, hopefully, let's do it again. Let's just, I guess I'll work on, it's kind of hard to work on anything when you know you might just cut out. But, so I need to start in this world space, which we're going to focus on for a little bit, I think, is, I need to start identifying certain regions here, so let's start with like the backstory. So the backstory of this entire world space here, so it's the, if I go to my document here, I put, it is an exotic desert lands with nature's touches scattered amongst it. Karubia is the homeland of the Carubasans, a race of humanoid reptilians born to withstand its constant heated climate and sweltering sun. It is one of the hottest regions in Arden, although much wildlife, fauna, and ecosystems thrive here still. So these guys are going to be, their presence is going to be more over here. I just put a pyramid here for now because I'm going to put there probably like a city or something. That's what I'm thinking. And then, so these guys, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these dudes, because they're supposed to be kind of like the dominant presence in this area. They're supposed to be the kind of like the natives of the area, if that makes any sense. So and I kind of want to edit the meshes a little bit, but I mean, it's gonna be like the basic like foot soldier of that of the native clan. I need to make, of course, more meshes for these guys. Different types, you know, different kinds of people of this race, right? And these guys actually modeled a while back, a long time ago. I think at the time I was doing some Star Wars project just for fun, and I thought of making a kind of like a, not necessarily just a faction because it's its own race too, but these guys were kind of inspired by, what was it, Star Wars. Oh, please don't tell me it's doing it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. No. Oh my god, if you're in my Discord servers and you come to this stream, please know that I have no control over this. But if it happens again, I'm gonna have to just stop because, anyways, but these guys were inspired by, these guys from Star Wars. Ewok. What were these guys called? I don't remember what they were called. I remember. I can't type though. Yes, these guys are here. So, so I kind of made a race that kind of looks like these guys, and I don't know. It's weird because they're more of an alien creature, you know. But to kind of get them in fantasy, I just thought of their typical attire. You know, they were kind of wearing this medieval style, not medieval style, but more primitive armors and stuff, you know, like fur, and then they got like iron or whatever, you know. And I thought of having some race like that, and that's where these guys came in. So I'm kind of working on building these guys up a little bit in the game, you know. And then, yeah. So I just need to figure out where draw the line between civilization, or I can have these guys kind of run civilization. So there's like so there's like actual villages, and you know, like maybe a city over here, and they kind of run the city. But then it kind of would go against what they are, which are like, you know, bandits and stuff, you know. They're not very nice people, or things, whatever. I'm thinking what I could do is just have them kind of scattered throughout. I'm not sure what that sound was, but it didn't sound good. See if my mic's still connected. I had to check because it sounded like my mic got disconnected. What's going on now? Now my mic's disconnecting, and oh god. God forbid that my stream cuts out for a like 15th trillionth time. Because I really don't want that to happen. I just heard it again. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not pressing anything, but okay. God, dude. Remind me not to stream at like 1 o'clock again, because every time I do this, it seems like it's a fucking problem. I don't really understand the whole fucking situation. It ends up just becoming like a like a fucking cursing clusterfuck. Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? These fucking balls, you know? I'm honestly trying to get awake here. I just woke up like an hour ago. I must have like taken a nap for a little bit. I had like Skyrim music playing or some shit. Apparently it was supposed to help me fall asleep, and it worked. Trust me. Fall asleep for like fucking, I don't even know how long, like 3-4 hours, and then I woke up and okay. Now what? Now what? Now where do I go? Oh. Where else? To the computer. To the Batcave, where I was already. Shit. I really should start marking these areas so it can kind of help me decide what I'm gonna do. But I just don't operate like that. Like when I'm doing level design like this, it's easier for me to just create what comes to mind, and then what I'll do is, as I go, I'll start marking out certain regions with either text renders, or I'll use like I have region location actors that I can put in the scene that kind of tell me, well, they signify locations, but because I don't over here. Obviously this was for like testing, but I have like a whole group of these fucking guys just roaming around this area. So what I'm thinking is, like, this whole region over here might not be a city necessarily, but, or maybe this part will, but outside of it, like over here, closer to the river, I feel like it's going to be more of a barren area, where there's more bandits, there's more hostility, not as much civilization. I think that's probably the hardest part of this, because because trying to see where civilization is and how much of it exists is difficult in an RPG like this, because there's so much you want that uncharted element to, especially world spaces like this where it's more desert and there's not as much desire to be for it to be lived among by, you know, normal humans and just civilization in general. But I forgot what the fuck I was saying, but what do you think, bud? What? He's looking at me, he's like, just do whatever you want to do, man. I don't know what I want to do. Let's see, the world space itself, it's, gotta look at the bounds again. So we actually have a lot of room here. So we can go all the way back here to all the way past the pyramid to around the end of this river. So we have plenty of room to work with here. Let's just a matter of deciding what's what. So obviously we're starting over here for now because it's where the other world's base connects, and then over here I think we travel over here we can travel to what's above this again. I have to think for a minute. I guess I could open up Photoshop because it has my map in it. It's not cutting out anymore, so must mean something must have been going on with my desktop or something. Maybe I was getting DDoS or something. I don't know, maybe someone was connected to my computer, you know? Doing all kinds of crazy shit. No, I'm kidding. No, I would know, I'm smart enough. Probably not. Or don't open, whatever. I'm not really too sure what the problem is, but alright. What is that fucking noise? Why does it keep doing that? I don't understand. I'm gonna have to I don't really know why the fuck it's doing that. Bet it's that charger again. That's what it is. Just turn it off. Fine. I have this USB hub that I have like a shit ton of stuff plugged into. Kind of just, I think the supercharging ports might be fucked or something, I don't know. Got a little screen there. Other thing that kind of bothers me is the water isn't really set up yet, so you can't really like swim in it or anything. There's no underwater or anything like that yet. I'm trying to figure out how I want to go about doing that again, because I feel like I should start working on the water portion of it. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a little bit basic, but I mean, there's swimming and underwater post-process, but then if you go underwater anyways, there is no there's no surface, you know. It's like, because it's not in all the water shaders I use, like especially this one. I use this one a lot, and it's not. There is no underwater. Not yet. But there is in some other maps. I just have to look and see what I was doing before. I try to follow the same workflow. Let's see. So, Draco, a friend of mine, recently gave me some of his packs, so I am using these to kind of create this world. So if anybody joins this stream, I'm going to be praising him a lot for this, because he just does amazing stuff, and this is going to be out in the marketplace soon, so you guys will be able to, well, anybody that's a developer that joins the stream, interested will be able to get these meshes as well. So I'm trying to think here, think. I'm too brain dead to be thinking right now. I don't know if I want that rock there, or if I want it like, could have like a cliff build-up there, sort of. Or I could have like a farm, which maybe not. I should have like made sure I was a little bit more awake before I started doing this again, because I just don't even know what I'm doing right now. But hey, that's okay. I guess we're not in any rush or anything like that. Obviously, I'll work on that a little more there, but for now, I kind of feel like getting rid of all the AI up here and then just starting over, because I don't really want these guys patrolling over here yet, because I don't know what I'm going to put over here. Like, is this just going to be like sand dunes, or because their whole patrol path, if I click on it, that's the whole patrol path. So if I, that's not, and I can edit it too, like I don't have to make it go around a certain area. You know what, let's yeah, let's keep it there. I feel like I'm gonna make these like ruins or something, and then I'm just gonna shift. I'm gonna shift this pyramid up a little bit if I end up making a city here. If not, I'll just leave it there. But I'm not sure if I want, like, because this is supposed to be more of an uncharted area. That's not necessarily a written thing in the documents yet that says that there's a city in Caribbean, but because these guys don't have a city, they have a I know there is going to be a fortress, because I do have a fortress, and it's kind of like a it's going to be atop like a hill or something like that. So I'm thinking, like, honestly, put it like right here or something, and then have it be kind of like the center of the map. That would be cool. And then maybe along the edges we'll have like farms and stuff, and the farms will basically be like slave workers for them, and in that sense they'll kind of still be what they're meant to be, is just ruthless, just evil, an evil race of creatures that is native to this land. So anybody that doesn't belong, they'll, you know, basically enslave. Sounds pretty brutal, but that's because it is. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Alright, so let's not like let's make it like that. So honestly, I kind of want a model castle. I think I could probably put something together with all the assets Dracos provided for this world space. So let's see if we can make something out of it. It's gonna be a challenge, but it'll be cool in the end. I don't want to make it like too tall. I just want it to be like tall enough to where, you know, you get that sense of I don't know. And I don't want it to be too flat either. Like, I could always build up on that. That's a good height. I don't know. If there were people in here, I would ask, but there's really nobody in the stream, I don't think, as far as my view count goes, but I think that's a good height. I'm just trying to like find. There's a massive overshadow though from this, which is fine, but I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I'm making additional areas over there. I think that's a pretty good height, honestly. I think we can work with that. And then obviously I need to go in here, and then what I'm going to do is for the background I'm just going to put a bunch of like sand dunes back here, so that'll extend outward and kind of make it, you know, give it that that endless sort of feel there. That's pretty tall, but okay. Maybe I'll move this one out a little bit and I'll just, where the hell is the other one? That was a lucky click. Or I'm moving it actually. I'm actually moving it farther away. Move it farther away. About right there. I would just zoom out there. I'm really trying to get it from this point of view so I can see how it looks from a distance, because that's what matters. And then also kind of crazy how much you're able to just, you know, sell, you know, cool world space just by building up the background and just giving it its feel. That's pretty decent. Some weird clipping issues there, but I'll work on that. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent, honestly. I do want to do this though, because there's kind of see a little bit back there. I want it to be like that. There we go. Cool. And just like that. I don't think we're cutting out anymore. That's a good sign. Although I am kind of worried because it was happening whenever my desktop was on, and now it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it seems like I'm all good. It's this last message and refresh it real quick. Down here. Cool. Alright. I just want to check that real quick. I don't know if I want to work in the castle just yet. I kind of want to start working on this area first more, and then we'll get to that. Or, you know what? We can start it. We can just get the foundation of it. I'm just like, never mind. Never mind the rules. We don't need rules. Let's create a new level. And since this uses world composition, we don't have to really worry about like adding it or anything. Not adding it, managing it through anything else, because obviously it's world composition. So I just have to make sure my streaming distances are good. I'm still kind of working on that, like trying to figure out how I'm gonna make it all work, because it's just a very, very tedious thing with this kind of setup, because it's like you don't really need to use it for everything in this, because I have everything separated into world spaces, so it makes it a little easier, but at the same time it's different from what I'm used to doing. Let's just put it that way. What do I want to call this castle? I need to give this castle a good name, actually. What did I call it before? I had this weird name for it before, but I'm thinking of naming it after an old location that I had in the game, which is no longer really, it's no longer a location. But I was thinking about making it the castle for Karubia, because I like the name and I think it fits. I think it fits the the area and the race itself. So I just want to look real quickly before I create the level. not showing up in here. It's kind of weird. So I must have changed it. But we can use this name, I think. It's named after somebody in my Tolkien server, actually. Was his old username. We still refer to him as Tolk. His name was his username was Tolkis, like this. So Castle Tolkas, like that. I forgot what it means. I think it's a character. It's somebody from mythology, maybe. I don't remember. I could be just losing it, but I don't know. No, he is passed out, man. Little guy. Well, I guess we can begin now. So, I gotta figure out what is all in here, because he just sent me the whole thing, and I'm like overwhelmed with all this stuff. It's just incredible how much he's put into this. It's just insane. He's gotta be, I mean, I don't know if he's watching this or what. Is he even online? I have no idea. But, easily the most talented, low poly, or stylized, whatever you want to call it, asset creator I've literally ever come across. The guy's just got so much detail in everything. I mean, and I've seen him make this stuff. It's just incredible. Like, I don't even know where to start. Got so many assets in here. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so I saw his demo map. He uses like I can make it kind of like a city, and then kind of have, you can't really put too much on top of this, so I gotta kind of be smart about what I put down. So I'm trying to think, what am I going to use as kind of like the foundation? What's going to be the I bet if he was here he would know what to use. I'll just have to look through, because there's just so much stuff in here. Even though I've seen him make this and I've seen him go over it, there's just still so much I haven't seen that this might take me a little bit to kind of figure out what I want to do here. It's got like houses, all kinds of stuff in here. Mills, so we can start making like windmills and stuff, like grain mills, rather, sorry. Like out here and stuff like that. That's the temple that he made. So he's got like broken temples in here. He's got normal ones, obviously. It's all kinds of stuff. Different variations of statues. He's actually got this cool system set up on here I'm going to use later that basically allows him to swap out any part of the statue and just kind of have different combos different statue combinations, and it's really, really cool. I think these are what I was looking for. So I could, this is what I could do. Let's start with a wall perimeter. So all these walls should be modular. So if I go to my grid and just increase it to something, put it to 100, and I just start trying to figure out which ones I want, these ones are kind of cool. Maybe I should just start with like a basic, more basic wall, so like that. It's got so many different kinds of walls in here, I don't even know what to use. And my my rotation snapping was set to 5, and got to be 10. And so now what we can do is actually let me I'll have to level this out more once I start to make this, but I think he's got like different pieces in here, like corner pieces and stuff. It's got like stair extensions. Oh yeah, see, like that's one of the corner pieces right there. I know he probably has other ones in here. Just need to figure out what's all in here. so much stuff. I need something else to drink. Coffee's like killing my throat. I don't know what it is, if I'm like something's not right, because every time I drink that coffee, I don't think that's the right corner piece for that. That's the right one right there. So let's put our snapping to like 50, and then I'll have to sort of. There's a little bit of a crease there. I'll just move it up a little bit. I'm just trying to get an idea of how I want this. So let's move these in a little bit. Like that. That's a little off. We could assemble it like this first, maybe, and then, but should be able to make it go on here. It's a little off, but not too much. I have it at a really weird angle, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm not really looking for perfect just yet. I just want to get this foundation set up. Go grab another drink in a minute here, because this is just coffee's killing the throat. I don't know what it is. What the fuck is that noise, man? Why does it keep doing that? I swear to you, I keep hearing something disconnect and it's fucking driving me insane. I don't know what it is. I guess for some reason it doesn't fucking tell me, but you know, whatever. And then decrease this a little bit. Just gonna have to sculpt around it a little bit, that's all. Really just try to I guess that's kind of the hard part, is doing that and making sure everything's level at the same time. Or, you know, level enough to where it's good for like a fortress. Doesn't really have to be perfect, but just good enough to where it's workable. Alright, that's driving me fucking insane. I gotta figure out what that is. I have no idea what that fucking is. I don't really have any ideas as to what it could be. I don't know, everything's driving me insane tonight. Just need somebody in here to encourage my spirit. It's getting pretty low. No. Just pissed off. There's always some fucking problems. Anytime I try to do something, it's like there's gotta be something that's just not right, of course. But hey, you can't say I didn't try. It's gonna be so fucking cool when it's done. It's gonna be amazing. Definitely gonna be one of my cooler world spaces so far because of just how unique it's gonna be. Kind of like how the Marlins is. That's definitely my favorite, but obviously it's been in development the longest, so to call it my favorite is a little biased. because it's definitely one of the largest ones, and there's a lot of locations, and there's like, let's see. So it's in this folder, so there's like, well, this isn't even all the locations, these are just sub-levels, but it's like 47 sub-levels, so to think of that, and these are just like regions too, there's probably like easily like 100 plus locations in here already, so it's kind of crazy. Just for one world space. Which is, that's a lot, actually, because they're pretty decent sized, most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the walls now, because I got like the two end walls, right? But like now I gotta figure out how do I want to build up the gate portion. So I'm thinking the gate is going to be like up front here somewhere, so once I level this a little bit, it'll make more sense, and then have it sort of go down the mountain like this, you know, so you'll travel up the mountain this way, sort of, but I'm gonna have to you could probably use like a landscape ramp to do that. But I might just sculpt it by hand because it might be less destructive. But it'll take longer. There's not going to be any really perfect good way to do this because it's not going to look great at first, but I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and do it because I need to build the front gate, and then I'll work on this side of the wall last, because it's not gonna be a massive fortress, you know. It's just a decent size, and it's gonna be, you know, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is making it go inside of the mountain. So maybe I'll have like, you know, you can go maybe like dug inside of this mountain. It's super it's like its own castle. That'd be cool. And then have like a tower at the top still. It's gonna be so neat. When it's all done, it's gonna be fucking incredible. I just have a super great vision for all this. Guess I can work on this wall here. So, I need to grab that. Actually, let's do this here. Let's grab that whole chunk of wall there and rotate it this way. Except what I want to do is centerpiece and then move this in, because otherwise I'm just wasting space. And then do that. Some fucking music, man. Can't do this without music. I don't really care if this thing is fucking copyrighted or not. I need some fucking music now. It's literally a requirement, since I'm not gonna. Just really, I don't think there's anybody in here. It's maybe some people lurking. It's fine. I don't really expect anybody to be watching my stream this late. Most of my viewers, I think, come from time zones where right now is not really desirable to be watching Twitch streams, but hey, who am I to judge? I'm the one that's streaming at the weird hours. And also, I need to update the fucking schedules. Kind of pissing me off because I go on my channel, it's like I don't even use that schedule anymore. Fuck, am I talking about Monday after? What the fuck, dude? I'm working that. I ain't fucking doing that anymore. Didn't really have. I don't even. I must have been on some. I didn't know when I made that. That ain't right. I don't know, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely just kind of modify the landscape around this wall structure, because it's just, it's gonna like stick out a little bit right now, because this is how I'm doing this. I still want it to be a decent size. They're not gonna line up like exactly. Like I said, I'm not like I'm not really expecting them to, because I'm doing this at a really weird angle. So it's like as good as it's really gonna get. You don't really notice it anyways. So. I think the reason fucking everybody wasn't watching is because this shit kept cutting out at the fucking beginning, and I'm like getting pissed off. Like, I don't know what was going on there. It seems like it's fine now. It hasn't really cut out the stream, which is good. This is a bit of a problem now, isn't it? Need that to match up. Yeah. fuck am I gonna do that? Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that, was I? Might have to, you know what? Let's go in here real quick and look at our options here. So, I think this is the gate that I want to use. Alright, let's see. If I just, and this doesn't have to be, I'm not trying to get this perfect or anything, I'm just seeing if it, maybe. Yeah, so that's probably the gate I'll end up using. So internet woes. Yeah. Oh hey, what's up, Alley Cat? I haven't seen you in a while here, man. I haven't been streaming, and it's like, but yeah, no, earlier I was having problems with the net, and it kept cutting out and pinging everybody in my Discord. I swear probably like 10 people must have left. Fucking just pinging everyone. And it's like, dude, no, I literally just want to stream for a little bit here. But otherwise I'll just be up talking to myself all night because I can't sleep. And I have nothing else I want to do besides work on this right now. Lately I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC because I finally got around to trying that out. But other than that, not really much else I've been up to. That's not gonna work. This is not gonna work out. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Because I can move this back a little bit, but I have to select all this here. Oh my god, I can't even select things. I need another drink, like something else, a little bit more, maybe something with alcohol in it. So that way I'm a little bit more relaxed. I mean, it doesn't have to line up exactly, I just want it to be so that it's not so that it's not sticking out past the gate, that's all. Thanks. Oh, you're talking... Yeah, so... No, yeah, it is a great game. I've been playing it like crazy lately. Honestly, I'm picking up a lot of stuff from it. Like... I never got the chance to play it because I was like buying a bunch of games at the time. I just got wrapped up in some other titles like Days Gone and stuff when they put that on PC, which I had so much fun with. I even streamed that a little bit back when it came out, and then I realized they had a PlayStation publisher sale, like I think it's still going on, but I picked it up for like $20, so it's well worth it. I saw people like bashing it like in some areas, and I'm like, I don't really agree with that. Like, you know, like how they think it's like boring. Like, no, I don't think it's boring. And it's kind of like, I'm hoping people don't, like, because it seems like less and less are getting involved in stories, and it's kind of worrying me, because it's like, oh yeah, I haven't even gotten to that part yet. I got like 8 hours in the game, because I was really, I've been kind of playing it a lot during the weekend, but I was still doing some other work Saturday, so really I just got Sunday to play it. And then now this week I'm going to be busy with this project again, trying to get back on the ball with it. So I haven't really had time to work on it since like last week. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but a little bit better. This clipping back here is driving me fucking insane. Let's do this here. Let's just care if this goes up a little bit. Just need to. You're not going to go over here anyways. I just don't want to clip from a distance. Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, so speaking of climbing, I need to work on my climbing system for this game that I'm working on. Like, I gotta finish it because it's gonna be so important to be able to use, even if it's not the most complex thing in the world, because you gotta think of what it allows you to do in RPG games, really, in general. Like, okay, are we going to use ladders to get everywhere from point A to point B, or can I add more, this, like lifts, or, in Assassin's Creed, it's climbing in, like, things like lifts and stuff. So the system is there in this game that I'm working on right now, right? Wolfthorn, which... well, you know what it is. You've been in my stream before. But it's not really finished, and so there's a lot of features that just don't work. Like the climbing itself doesn't work right now, really at all. It does some. There's some things that kind of like signify that it's working, but it's not really. It's kind of hard to explain, but what is working is the wall slide. So there's wall sliding, and there's also like partial wall running, but it doesn't really function right now. And then yeah, so that's kind of on my list of things to do still, but that list is getting it seems like it's just getting longer. It's ridiculous. But making progress. I mean, really at this point I'm just trying to get all the world spaces done, so like, or not done, but just created, so I know kind of what I'm working on, where I'm working in, because really it's the core of the game, world design. It's going to be the hardest part, and it has been the hardest part, really, but we're like 35 out of 44, so we're almost there, really. There's still a lot to do in some of those world spaces, but I mean, getting them just made is the hard part, because it's matching it up with everything else, making sure it fits. I don't even know. It's insane. But I don't know what I want to do with this back portion here. Do I want to just make it go straight across, or I'm asking myself what I want to do. Let's do this. Let's extend this out a little bit. I'm probably going to regret this because it's not going to line up. But yeah, these aren't going to really line up exactly, but movement of a character. Yeah, I think I got that pretty good. Honestly, it's not like there's some jankiness, but it's not, I mean, it's, yeah, I did kind of focus on that early on, and so like what I did was I wanted, and I'm still on the fence about this kind of, but I have it so that when you are basically idle, you can look around the entire player, you can see the front, and this is just like camera views, but you can see the front of the character, and then it kind of dictates movement too, because after that, if you move around, it kind of does this face camera movement, so it faces the front at all times, but it kind of allows it to be more fluid because you know, you can do side strafing and stuff a lot easier, and it's always, you know, you're always focusing on what's in front of you. It's not like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but easier to just show it. I guess I will in a minute here. But it's not, I mean, nothing's like super, it's not like amazing, but it's, I mean, I'm happy with it, I think. I'd say the animations are still something, maybe I'm working on that still, but the movement itself is pretty good, I think, for what it is, really. I mean, okay, this here, I'm gonna have to think of something. That's like, dude. You know what? Maybe I should leave it like this, and then have like a little crack in where you can, yeah, let's do that for now. Interesting, great for visual design. What's that? Not bad. Not bad. So now I'm not sure if you meant to put like a link in here or something, but let's see. Just see what that looks from a distance here. So this is gonna be like a, well, it's gonna be a tower in the center of this fortress here. It's gonna be pretty cool. But I'm trying to think. I want it to be kind of like in the center and then kind of flatten out this inner portion here. Or, oh my goodness. Why do I keep loading that plugin up? See, it's pretty decent. I'll work on this path tomorrow because I don't even know what I'm going to do here. I'm not sure yet. Figure that out though. Maybe I could start to work on my climbing system and maybe I could figure something out. But then it wouldn't make sense. Like, okay, how do they get down on it? Like, alright. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just... No. Debating whether or not I want to leave it where it's at and then just work on like more of this portion down here, or what? Let's leave it where it's at for a minute, and I'm gonna go over here and maybe work on this portion since this is where we spawn. At least right now, this is where we spawn. So this is a more green area, but I'm thinking of making it also more desert-ish. Just adding some sand, and then at least this portion here where it meets the dunes, because otherwise it just doesn't make much sense. I'm gonna have to redo that whole path there though. It's kinda gonna suck. So there's definitely a mix of like greenery and stuff, which is cool. Oh, good for that. Make it a little bit more desert-y-ish. I don't know. I'm gonna have to redo that path there, I think, because this is not gonna... really keep it too well. Unless I leave some of the grass there. But I'm not like trying to like make it super oasis there. It's cool. A little overkill, but it's alright. It's all good. Maybe. Here a little bit. So you can think of this as more like it's a really vibrant desert land. So it's kind of like a mix between between just pure oasis and a desert. You know, it's kind of weird, but I like weird. What can I say? Kind of mess with this foliage a little bit more as I go. I'm just trying to get something there. Because I want this mountain to have some. Then I'll work on my calling and stuff and LODs and whatnot. Probably. I don't know why the fuck that's still there. It shouldn't be there. I guess I'll just leave it there anyways. It's basically just an AI spawner. For testing purposes. I should just leave it in there as like an Easter egg. It's like right in front of your face. It's not an Easter egg. I'll get more of a appropriate pathway for this later. Right now I'm just going to use this because it's dirt and that doesn't really I just want to kind of signify it, that's all. Actually, I wanted this to go like around this way, so let's just do this. This is just gonna be so that I know where the path follows. So this mountain, or a little hill, whatever, and then just subtly do this. grab myself like a soda or something. I don't know. Other than this coffee, man. There's something else to drink. Starting to kind of come together, I guess. So now I'll know at least where things are. I like it. It's cool. Test. Kind of see what I mean with the camera movement, like, I don't know if you're still in here or not, but if you are, big frame drop. Probably because of, I don't know, it's probably just because I pressed the play in full screen mode option from this plugin that I use. It's kind of yeah, so then, alright, so, yeah, so everything kind of faces the camera as you're, like, moving. I might add an option to where you have, like, a free cam, you know, so, like, if you're running this way, you can see yourself running forward. Kind of get what I mean? But right now, it's, like, by default, you know, you can look around like this, but then if you, like, move, kind of, but this is a weird thing, like, it's kind of janky-ish if I do it that way, but at the same time, I'm not like super nitpicky about it because of the kind of game it is, you know. It's not like, it's not supposed to be super realistic. I'm okay with some like arcadey, like imperfect elements to it, you know. Yeah, like a dynamic camera. So it took me a while to set this up actually. Like you'd be surprised as to I'm not sure if you've done similar things yourself right now, but yeah. But I like it, you know, it's kind of like, that way when you're in combat and stuff, you kind of get like, it's, obviously, like, if I have my sword out and I attack forward, pressing W forward, pressing D, it's kind of like directional, you know, and if I press S, like I'm moving backwards and I attack, alright. I don't know. I'm still kind of playing with it, seeing what works, what doesn't, you know. But it's a good start. I'm happy with the movement. It's not like, it's not bad. It's not over the top great, like Tomb Raider great or anything like that, you know. But higher velocity, lateral movement. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean by that? Yeah. What? Sorry, it's really late on there, but this guy's been trying to attack me for like 10 minutes there. UE5 made it easier. Slightly. Oh. So, for this project, I'm still stuck on 4.26.2, unfortunately, though. But I think I know what you're talking about. now that you mentioned that. Yeah, making camera that falls. But yeah, it's been kind of like the way I had to do this, like the way I have the camera set up now. Obviously, I had to do a bit of math to get it to where I want it to be, but and it did take, like I said, it took a while, but I'm happy with it right now. I think just maybe giving, as long as I can give players the options as to, more options as to how they can control the camera, that's really what matters. Yeah, more options, yeah. And I just want players who play this to be able to have as much control over that as possible, like they have control over things like visuals and stuff, like post-processors, just all kinds of stuff. The way the art style looks, like you can add like a dithering effect, you can add a painting effect, just kind of crazy stuff, but it makes a difference, it's cool. Things that just generally are not like, maybe overlooked too. But I want that control over the camera. Also, I mean, there's like shoulder view, you can scroll out and stuff. You can play this game like fucking, if you wanted to play it like, oh my god, I can't even think right now. If you wanted to play it like fucking Diablo, you could. but it's just crazy. I mean, it's a crazy thought, but then at the same time, I'm still messing with those things, and I'm like, I'm not really seeing a reason why not to include it. I don't know why I can't see the links you're putting in here on my phone. If I go to my stream, I wonder if I can see it. No, I can't. For some reason, I can't see your links. Can you, that's why I couldn't see the other one. Maybe, whisper it to me on here, and I'll look. If you're trying to send me a link, of course, I'm not sure. If that's what, because they're showing up as like stars or something, I don't know. I really need to get a soda or something. I really don't fucking know. Something. The thing about this map, like this world space in particular, is I want to have, other than the Karavasans, the race who kind of not like dominates, but asserts dominance in this area, kind of enforces it. Not necessarily saying they dominate the entire world space, but that they definitely have an iron fist on it. I want to have another faction that sort of guards or, battles them. They have battles against them. So I'm thinking some sort of guard faction, but akin to desert spaces, so a faction of the guard, well, the guard faction I have now, which is a faction. It's called literally the guard faction. Okay. Let me have a look, actually, then. Should be able to just go on here and, yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, is this what? Oh, this is the first link. Okay, so this. I'll look at that in a minute. Okay. Let me. I'm actually gonna bookmark this so I can look at this later too. But person cameras in with mouse wheel. Yeah. So this is something like this is kind of what I have now. So I have this, and then I also, the only thing is I want to make it so that this is saved. So I pretty much have, my setup is, obviously it's a little bit more complex because I've had it on the character for a while, so there's some other things I've added, but essentially what I want to do is I want to keep this but allow it to be saved, and also because right now the scroll isn't saved, like you can't like save your exact position of the camera, which I think should be an option. So I'm going to try to do that, and then that'll be this will be finished basically. But I do want that. I mean, I just figured why not. I mean, there's no reason not to have it. It's just something that gets overlooked, I guess. I don't know. It's not that hard to add in, you know. It took me, at first, when I first had something like that in there, it took me all of like 30 minutes to get, and that's like maximum, to just get everything all set up and make sure everything works. There's no, you know, problems or anything. So, and then, let's see what else. Oh, did I already click on? Oh, this is third person. Third person cameras. Oh, is that the same? Oh, probably the same thing. First person camera switch. So I'm working on the first person still, but that's another thing. There is first person still. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, the combat side of things, right? Obviously, it's not, you know, it's not really set up for that right now. It's just mainly for basic stuff, like the movement works. There's no clipping of that. It's just mainly the weapons and stuff. Figuring out how I want to go about doing that, because you know, there's just so many different ways of doing that shit. Yes, there's standards, but I don't really see those obstacles as like, yeah, there's like standard ways to solve all these issues, but nah, it's kind of just really varies from project to project. I mean, you're gonna have your own problems, and you're gonna have to do your own problem solving. Really, you just got to see what works, what doesn't. You have to look at things like this, like notes and stuff, and see what other people are doing, and then just kind of apply it like this. Let's see, first person. Wait, so I have to look at this later because I'm not sure what exactly he's trying to do here. Wait. So looks like he's got like a. So this guy must have like a custom camera system or something where he's doing more than just manipulating camera views. He's actually going in and doing like a smooth transition between this, which is pretty cool. I might look at this later, actually. I think that would be something to look at. I actually played this game. I used to play this one, Conan Exiles. Centered third-person camera. I was thinking of making that an option too, but right now, I mean, it's centered to where I like it by default. But I want more control over where, you know, where the camera can be as far as, because I know people have different preferences. Like in Horizon, for example, and this is kind of cool to bring up because. Their camera is so different and unique. At first, it took me a while to get used to it because, you know, it is so zoomed out from what you're used to. Like, it's way out there. And if, you've played the game. You know what I'm talking about. It's way zoomed out. And at first I was like, I'm used to it being... I'm used to that centered camera approach, but theirs is almost more like a... I don't know how to explain it, but it's different, and then it made me really think, like, just the different options there are. Yeah, Blueprint UE is awesome. It looks like they have changed the site up a little bit though, which is cool. They made it a little bit easier to navigate. I haven't used it in a little while. Actually forgot about it for a little bit, but controllers. Oh yeah, that last thing is probably... So their camera, I haven't played Conan Exiles in like forever, so I have to look at what it looks like. I'm kind of curious now. I haven't even played it in forever. So yeah, I mean, this is more like a... This is how I remember playing it on there. Hold on. Yeah, so kind of like that. I mean, yeah. I played it in first person a lot though, honestly. Yeah, some of these people are insane. I'll look at that later too. First person. Yeah, so mine is, the camera views do save, so that's cool. That's already all set up. That's been set up for a while. The only thing that doesn't save, like I said, is like the camera position and stuff, which once I do that is actually going to be useful for like the third person, because then I can also do, like, if I end up making it so that the player can like change different kind of center view, maybe like options and presets and stuff, that whatever they do they can save, so it'd be kind of cool. I don't really know very many, RPGs like this that I'm making that do that. I don't know, I don't really see why it would be a problem. I think, I don't know, maybe it's just me overthinking it, but I just don't know why it's not more, like, options are more prevalent in games. Because it's not like it's not a priority of theirs. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good priority to have, honestly, because it ties in with movement. It's very important, actually. Then it's like, yeah, many games don't really have the need for it, but it's more like a want. But I think it's a good kind of want, I think it's a good, it's its own kind of need, but, if that makes any sense. Alright, so I am debating on whether or not I want to make a new faction right now. And I think I'm going to make a new faction right now. I need to think of what to call them, but they're basically going to be a branch of the Alliance Guard, so well, not the Alliance Guards, but the Guard factions. If I scroll down, actually if I type my document here. Yeah, so right here, so there'll be kind of like a branch of these guys. Or I could add in. Yeah, we'll wait to put these guys back in. I need to rewrite all these. I basically just copied all these summaries down in here, and I still haven't filled all of them out like I had before. Which they're mentioned but way below this, actually, way below this portion of the document. Fuck. What do we do here? Let's put them right here, so right there. I don't normally like write during the stream. Kind of just feel like it's necessary, so just bear with me a moment. Trying to think. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna have to come back to this. Hold on. Do something else for a minute and then it'll come to me. I just need to think. But without doing nothing. So I don't know if I said this well. Recently, but this pack that I'm using here, this Polygon Egypt pack, was actually created by a friend of mine, and so he lent it, or he didn't lent it to me. He gave it to me. Yeah, I'm just borrowing the asset. He gave it to me, and man, I'm just going through it this afternoon because he just gave it to me this afternoon, and I'm like, oh my god, there's just so much in here. It's crazy. He's awesome, man. He's got like, and I know I said this earlier in the stream, but man, his low poly stuff is just, it's insane. I love it. You know, it's just, there's so much in here. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what I'm still looking through all this stuff. He's got like ruins, all kinds of stuff. So I think I'm gonna add like a ruins portion here. Maybe a little tower there. Reminds me a lot of AC Origins and stuff. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on also this, so I have like world maps, right, for when you're in the world space, and I was actually telling my friend who made this pack earlier the same thing, but what I want to do is I want to start to work on a continent map, so you can go between the different world spaces you've been to and stuff. So I don't really have that yet. I'm like, dude, I want to go between all the different world spaces I've created. So I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to work on a map for that and see what I can come up with. So that's another thing that I'm doing. Probably going to focus on that a lot today. Probably take up a lot of time. But it's exciting. It's going to be cool once it's in here. Be able to travel between different worlds. And kind of like how it's in, well, not travel between continents, but travel between different countries and whatnot inside of the same continent. So kind of like how Witcher 3 is, you know. Actually exactly like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a super cool step for this project, I think. It'll finally show just how massive the game itself is. Like, it's just, I think part of the problem is a lot of the times when I'm doing these world spaces, because I don't have that like in-game actually, you know, amplified and showing in-game, it's hard to picture, and you know, you like think like, okay, yeah, this isn't really that much, but then when you like really think about all the things that me thinking about all the things that I've done for this, it's really a lot. Like, just picture, and I told him this earlier, and this is what really made me think, like, picture, and I know this doesn't probably look that massive on its own, but picture this entire landscape times 44, at least 44, maybe more than that, actually more than that, way more than that. But that's just bare minimum. Times 44 would be, how big would that be? I don't know how fucking big that would be. I don't know the math. I could look at the math, I could do the math, but I'm afraid to. I never really had the reason to, but man, I mean, it's just fucking insane. It's just fucking insane. And now I know why they call me crazy. But that's okay. That's fine. But yeah, it's a lot for sure. Didn't I say I was gonna go get a soda like 30 minutes ago, and I'm still sitting here like wrapped up in this like crazy. I was originally gonna stream, but I just, like I said, just need to talk about the project and stuff while I'm working on it. Kind of helps sometimes doing stuff like this. Gotta fix that clicking is a little bit weird. I don't know what's going on there. Also, I don't know why. Definitely normal, you know, so, yeah, 10 out of 10, totally. Gotta get that new crouching animation in, so see, it's literally the one from the, yeah, I don't even need to mention it, do I? Should trigger the combat music when they see me, not when they hit me, but I gotta look at that. He just doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, of course he knows what he's doing. He's not gonna fuck out, so he's gonna do. Wow. My own AI kicks my ass, it must be a sign. Still. It's like, don't underestimate me. I may be sitting here not doing a damn thing, but I'm gonna knock your ass out as soon as I get the chance. seem to... maybe I'm just losing it. I don't know. Man, it's hot as fuck in here. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. I would turn my fan on, but I don't know if it's like gonna be like too loud or not. It like just picks it all up because I'm using the Blue Yeti out here. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what I was doing like 30 minutes ago. I was trying to think of a faction name. Oh my god, do I have enough brain cells for that? Add this map here before I forget.